concerning La Bataille de Espanola Talavera. And so this is going to be the 11 o'clock hour. We have Victor coming back in. He was knocked out of the battle once again. So his second time to be knocked out. We've got the reorganization phase done. So one of the things you have to do is you need to check the morale levels. And so I went through and checked the British. You don't have to check the Spanish. But the British have lost 5 battalions. So they're going to be on level 1, which means their morale is going to be affected by -2 on any rolls. And so down here it says the Spanish do not track or apply morale levels. So the British right now are on level 1. Okay. Now when we look here at the French, the Guard, they haven't lost any. They're just now getting into the fight. The First Corps, which is Victor's Corps, they have lost 21 battalions. 21. So they're all the way over here in level 3. Which is going to be a -18, excuse me, which basically means they're not going to pass any morale check, especially if they're already, routed, plus disordered. So the only way they could pass would be a 66, rolling, I guess, a 66. So I removed the, also, let's see, the bottom here, the Fourth Corps, they haven't lost any battalions. So they're just getting into the fight too. So that's where we're at with, now these two discs here represent cavalry leaders that are not included in this set. So I just put those discs to represent that's the counter, and just gave them a kind of a generic rating. So I think I gave it like a 2, I think. Much higher than, say, a 1. But so that's what that is. All right, so let's move these out of the way. These heavy dice are just there to try to hold the map. I had to tape it together, and so it's kind of, I really need to get a couple of good pieces of plexiglass. So, all right. So let's move Wellesley. He's not Wellington yet. And here he is right here. His counter got damaged. And I don't do a very good job clipping counters. As you can see, I really cut bad right there. But the top here, I don't remember what happened there, but that's bad. So I expect that counter to really get worse because those rough edges are just going to fray, what I should say. So Wellesley is going to spend one of his movement with Heel. Heel's here. So Heel is going to get an MU. These two here, and you can see they're just cardboard. I didn't put anything on the back. So this is the two MUs. One to go in the cup and one to put on the counter. So we'll put this one here on heel. And of course, we'll put the other one in the cup. Okay. And so Wellesley spends one movement point there to give him directions. Okay. Now, this aide-de-camp can come back to Wellesley. So I'll do that at the end. So he'll end up with Wellesley wherever he's at. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 9. And he's not going to get to that group there. Nine, 10, 11. So, and then this aide-de-camp is going to come be with him. So you can send him out. So we have this cavalry, and we're going to put the MU1 on this cavalry commander. And I guess here's Cuesta. Okay. So here's Benglana. He's going to have to take part of his division and help defend Talavera. So, you know, we're going to put Cuesta's CP, activate that there, put that in the cup, and then we move to the French, and we have Victor back, and so I've got to check here to see where Victor shows up. But that gives gives the French a CP to create an MU that they didn't have before. So Victor, okay, back over here. Really, the only division he's got with any kind of strength left is Villiers. So that's yeah, the 3rd Division of the 1st Corps. That's it. But I've got to check to see when you put a leader back in. Okay, it says that they just returned to the field of battle at the building hex nearest to their formation they command. Well, there is no building hex out here. So, except for Talavera, you know, that's it. So I guess I would put him just put him in the groves. So, like they brought him back to the groves here. All right, so we've got Sebastiani has a CP. Victor has a CP. Jordan has a CP. And we have Merlin and Beaumont are the two light cavalry leaders. So they can try to gain initiative. So we've got 3 MUs. So Sebastiani is going to give himself, okay, an MU. Okay, and he's right here. So we'll just give him 1. Okay. Put that in the cup. And then we're going to give 1 to, let's see here. We're going to give 1 to Lavelle. Okay. And then Victor's we're going to give to Billiette. Yeah, Billiette. Okay. Now, I could give 1 to Milad. He's actually got he actually has a 6 there, and his cavalry is fresh. So, you know what? I think instead of Villiette, I'm going to give it to Milad right here. He's got, these cavalry units are his, and he could attack here or here with his cavalry. So that's who's going to get it. And okay, so the light cavalry, we've got Merlin and Merlin is way over here. Here's Merlin. So he's got a 3. So let's see, we're going to roll to see if we can. No, we have to roll a 6, so he doesn't get to activate. And then the other one that we don't have a counter for, which is Beaumont. right here where that disc is. And I just give him a 2. Got a 1. Okay, so there we have an activation. All right, put that in the cup. And then we have these other counters. It's the Spanish MU. So let's move over here where he's going to be. And take a look at what he's going to be all about here. All right, so here's Manglano, Manlano, maybe, instead of Manglano, Manlano. All right, so we'll take the MU off, put it over there, and this is where he's going to need to break down. So that cover unit's not his. It's artillery unit. Needs to come across Portina and be in a position here, I think, because you have these cavalry units that look like they're getting ready to do something over here. So let's see here that stream. See what it does here. The stream for artillery is a +2. So that artillery unit is not going to be able to move. Very far. And if it wants to break down, it costs 2. So really, let's see what we've got here. Yeah, it's on a low. It's actually gonna have to turn. Okay, and across the stream, that's 2, 3, and then 4. So right there. That's where it's going to go. So there is a ridge here where this is higher ground. This is lower ground, of course, because you got that stream. But so I think this guy here, okay, we're going to go 1, 2, and then he's going into square. Okay. It's artillery unit. This guy here is going to move up with this artillery unit. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. See, turn this way. You need to turn like that. Okay. Okay, now. These two regiments. Well, okay, he's got this other unit here that's going to move up. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. And then he's got to pull the rest of them back. This guy here, this cavalry unit can actually provide some support with a charge. Okay, these other two regiments are going to turn and move toward Talavera to help back over here. And Milano is going to go with them. So they're going to turn. And let's see, the stacking is 18. So, or one regiment. So that regiment can't move through these guys. So he's going to have to go. He's going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Milano was going with him. Okay, so his MU is over. Okay. Just had some movement. Okay, now we have leaders. Okay, so I've drawn the leader chit here. So leaders are going to be able to move that don't have MUs. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to move Cuesta. He's going to move back over here toward Bassincourt. So 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see now. He's going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He goes to there. Zayas. Guess he better stay there. So Zayas, I can actually pull those guys closer because see command range over here. Command span is 3, but that's not right now. So I can actually move him to have the guys pull back. I think that's what I'm going to do. So he's going to move back. And I think when he's moving through a leader, moving through an olive, okay, that's still going to be, okay, an orchard. Okay. That's got to be the orchard. That other, that can't be, yeah. Olive groves. Okay. I think I've been looking at that wrong. Okay, so that's going to cost 2 for him to get, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then to get into Talavera would cost 2, so he can't actually get in there. But that way his troops will pull back toward him. And let's see here. What do we got? Who else over here? All right, doesn't look like we got anybody else to move there. Let's see here. Okay. One thing is I can move Victor back up to get closer to his units. So Villiet there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so Victor goes there. So we just finished drawing the leadership MU, and we've moved any leaders that both armies wanted to move that were not part of an MU. So the next MU drawn is the British. So let's see here. It's the second. I don't know if I even see that one out here. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so we are over here on the other side of the map. Let me see if I can get this all straightened out here. All right, so let's get this situated here. That's right here. So heel, okay, is the second MU cavalry right here. Here and here. So they can get charged pretty easily. And so I think they're going to want to think about going into square. Because they do have cavalry pretty much on two sides. So if we take a look here, we've got Lancers here, and we've got some cavalry units here. This here is artillery unit, and we've got another cavalry unit here. This part of 3rd Corps, no, 4th Corps. Oops, what's up here? Well, the other thing is they've got French unit right here in line. And they're going to need to do something about that. So, I think that they're going to want to go into square. So this guy here, I'm going to mark heel. This is heel right here. He's the commander. So that unit there is going to go to square. So British unit and their, let's see, the closest cavalry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's over 5. So the only way we're going to disorder is if we roll a 64. So let's see what happened to my dice cup. Okay, so they passed. And so we put a square on this unit here. Okay. This foot unit here, the 66th, has only got 1 step left. So, geez. They're going to join this square. So put them on the bottom. And see, what do we got back here? What are these guys? Let's see, the 50s. Let's see, the 53rd. Is that part of Hills? I don't think so. 66, 48. Nope. So that's not his. I don't think any of these are. Nope, it's all part of the 4th. That would be, who would that be? Let's see, what is that? The 7th and the 53rd. Oh yeah, Cameron. Yeah, I think Cameron. Trying to figure out how did this guy get way over here? 48. There it is. So this unit here is actually in the thing is he's facing the wrong way. This are his 2 front hexes. So this guy can go ahead and try to go square. Oops. He's got 6. All right, so again, he is 1, 2, 3 hexes away. Talking about this unit here. The other thing is he's got, but like I said, they're facing the wrong way. So he's not in the French Linnaeus or lines front hexes. So he's not going to be affected on the roll. So 3 hexes away. Okay. 52 is a pass, so he's going to square. They've got to go to square because of this threat of the cavalry right there. So he goes to square. Then we go with this guy here. He's got 4, so he can go to, I guess he is there. This guy's here. Like so. He's 4 hexes away. Okay, so he passed. When you're 4 hexes away, the British, it's basically automatic. I mean, you'd have to roll above a 63 to, let's see, where's all the square hexes? There's one. Okay. This unit here, he's going to turn, well, it doesn't matter. He's going to square too. They don't want to take any risks. So can figure out, okay, there's a square. I dropped it on the floor. Here's another one. Okay, well, I got to roll. Okay, yeah, he went to square. Okay, and so this guy here has only got one strength left. So they're going to join this guy here in square. Heel is going to join these guys. And then this unit here, he's in the line of fire. I mean, he's in the front hexes of this unit. So if he moves, he's going to get fired upon. That would be opportunity fire. Well, I guess he could just stay in the open. Yeah, he didn't want to move. All right, so we go to defensive fire, and we've got this first unit there, who's going to fire on actually let me check here about opportunity fire. Yeah, he's only going to be able to fire on that skirmisher. So, okay. All right, so we've got a Lenny. Okay, got a strength of 3. They're in line. That'd be times 3. They have a strength of 3, so that's going to be 9. And skirmisher is 14. So it's going to be 1 to 1.5. Let's see here. Where my dice at? Okay, I rolled a 23, which is not going to be, that's not going to do anything. And let's see here. This artillery unit, let's see, should have been able to fire earlier. Oops. Add anything. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be a strength of 8, halved strength of 4. And target is in square. So that's 6. So it'd be 1 to 1.5. 43, not enough. Okay, now we're firing as defensive fire, which means it's going to be at full strength, which is 8. And so that's just going to be 1 to 1. 12. No effect. So okay. So that's all of heal. That MU is finished. Next one is French MU4, which happens to be this cavalry. So we're just going to stay right where we're at. And we've got this unit right here. Here's the 4th MU, French MU. So it's going to be this unit and this unit. So okay, so we've got that. If we slide back a little bit here, we've got this British unit attacking Villette and this artillery unit here. So the first one, of course, we don't want to go up against those squares. So we've got that going to happen. We've got this unit here that's going to attack Sherbrooke right here. So all right, so Chasseurs à cheval. The 5th of Force Corps. They've got 6. So they're going to consolidate. That cost I think that costs 3. Yeah. So 3. Got a movement of 14. 3, 4, 5. And then he changes to line. So 3, 4, 5, that's 8. And from right there, he's charging. Right there. Okay. And then we go with this one. He's got, 11. So, he's going to go 1, 2, 3. What is this? Oh, they're in square. That's what they're in. I want to go by him. Since he's in square. Hit someone else. Like on way over here. Okay, so he was here. So, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The other one is right here. Here's his target. And this other one is targeting this guy. So now he declares his charge. Okay, so this guy is going to attempt to go to square. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And he does. He's successful. Oh, excuse me. You know what? He's going to go ahead and hit that square. Now over here, where we have the green here. Normally the green goes with the red, and then over here we'd have a blue attacking the orange. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, should be able to pass, yep. So he goes to square, but as he does that, he gets fired upon by this unit. Okay. Who's in column. And let's see what he is. Hollandaise. Okay, so that would be a French ally. So it's just going to be printed. Okay, so his printed fire is, oops, 9. Okay, and he's going to column. So that's 6. So that's going to be 1 to 1.5 to 1. 62. He gets a hit. But hold on. That's opportunity fire. So he doesn't get the full 9. He gets half of that, so that's 4.5. So actually, that's going to be 1 to 1.5, which is still a hit. So, that's their first hit. Okay. So, okay. Now, the other thing is, we've got some British cavalry right here. They're light cavalry, but I don't think they're going to have line of sight. This guy probably didn't have line of sight. He probably wouldn't have line of sight until he got to right there, which is only 1-2 hexes away. So he's in column. Yeah, I don't think he's going to have line of sight until he gets to like right there. It's really too late, I think. Well, we can roll it anyways, but let's see, 1-2 hexes away would have been, let's see what that would have been. Yeah, they would have had a route. So we've got a route. So this unit here, I'm actually going to route. So 1, 2, 2, 3. This table, there's a lot of creaking. So they go ahead and go for their full retreat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they continue to attack someone else. Now, when they get right there, this cavalry unit, mark it with a black marker, British cavalry, is going to try to reaction charge or opportunity charge is reaction charge. So that's hexes of 5, so they can easily reaction charge. See how many increments they have. Okay, they've got 6. So they've lost 1/2 or more. No, they haven't. So all right, so they just have to pass their pass their morale, which for these guys, for these dragoons, it's just 31. So they rolled a 64. So they passed. No, they didn't pass. Oh yeah, they did. I rolled a 60 something. So that's a pass. Okay, so they get to opportunity charge. Okay. And so they're charging right here at these guys. So these guys go right there. These guys actually go first. So they hit right there. And the British unit is the attacker. And the French unit is the defender. So let's flip these guys over. Okay, so he's got 11. Okay, he's got this aide-de-camp. Okay, this guy has 6 increments. They're both, they are both light cavalry. So, oh, excuse me. All right, they're both in 2 hexes. So, we're going to have basically 2 combats. One with the 1 hex and then another when they follow up with the next hex. So, okay, the British Dragoons have a melee of 26. Now, I have to divide that by 9. So, about 4. So, no, about 3. Okay. So, we could easily subtract 9 from 26 and get 17. So they're going to have 17, and then that's divided by 2 for 2 hexes. So you're looking at about 8.5. So about 8. Okay, and the French, 39 melee. And they had an original strength of 12. So that's about 3, a little over 3. So he's basically going to be, that regiment's going to be at like around 36. Okay. Divided by 2 is 18. So 18 to 8, or 8 to 18 actually. Now, this is the hex right here. This is the hex they're attacking. So, he's in his flank. Yeah. So you would double the attacker's strength due to the fact that they're in their flank. So that's going to be 16 to 18. So that's going to be 1 to 1.5. 52. Okay, that's a blank result on the first attack. And then the second attack will not be flank. That will be just straight up. So that's going to be 8 to 18. That's that's like 1 to 3. 53. Again, that's blank result. So they were both going to have to bounce. And they're both going to lose a step. So Dragoons are going to bounce. Okay. All right, so here we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Goes to there. Excuse me. And exhausted. And here they take a loss. And they bounce this other direction. Oops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And he's exhausted. Okay, so that takes care of that. Say decamp goes with him. Okay. Now we have to check on the other one. Okay. So this one here has decided that they are going to go ahead and attack that square. So 1, 2, 3 right there. And this is with him. Okay. Square. He's got 5 increments. So we have defensive fire first. So it's a third. Well, I guess this times 5. That would be 25. But then you have to third that. So you're looking at 8. Strength of 8. Okay. Cavalry, and is coming in line 8, so it's 1 to 1. 44. It's not enough. Okay. So then the cavalry enters the hex. And we have the other rest of the fire, which is going to be 8 and 8, 16. That's 2 to 1. 13 is not going to do anything. Okay. So no effect at all. So let's pull this unit out. So they got 6 increments. Normally they have 8. So units in square. This unit has 5. Okay, so normally, so 1 point. So basically he's going to have about 7, 16, 8, that's 2. So he'll be at 12. So, all right, let's look for modifiers now. He didn't have to roll to stand because he already passed a roll to stand to get into square. All right, so target and square. So the attacker's strength is going to be thirded. So 12, he's going to have a 4 strength. And Okay, so 4 to 7, 1 to 2, 21 is going to be attacker is going to rout. So they're going to lose an increment and rout. Plus, they're going to be exhausted. So, okay, so that's all of that MU. Okay. All right, then we have the British first MU, which is right here. We don't have to go anywhere. So that's going to be right here. Okay, this other cavalry unit. So all right, so they cross. That's 3, 4. So I'm going to announce their charge. They're going to go there. That's when they're firing. So we've got strength of 18. So if he's in line, that's 8. It's going to be 2 to 1. $35. 2 to 1. That's going to be a hit. So he has to take a hit. And he's going to check his morale, which is 25. So he passed. So So here, he went, what, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he could easily go up that slope right there, hit here and here. And he's just going to be blindsided. Blindsided. Okay. So 3 apiece, that's 9. So 24. This guy's got 20. But he's getting hit in the rear. That's going to double. Well, before that, I have to roll for his morale, though. So he's got a 34. 53 he passed. Into the flank, that's times 2. So that's 48. 48 to 20. That's going to be 2.5. 2 to 1. $61. Defender is going to retreat. So he's going to lose 1, 2. So he's going to lose 2 increments. And so we've got a check here. We can recall 43. Is that a recall? Oh, no, I just wrote 1. It's 5. Yeah, they recall. Okay, that was done. Okay, the French have their first MU. Okay, got to figure out where that one is. Okay, number 1. It's going to be over here. Okay, so here, this is Sebastiani. And Oh, that's artillery. What's he doing there? Let's move him up here. All right, let's move. So this guy here is going to turn his attention to here. 1, 2, 3. We're going to have an assault there. And we're going to assault here. This guy's going to join here with this guy. So he's actually going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we've got 32nd there. So these guys are going to break up, and so that took one of their movements. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This costs 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he can actually attack this guy. Okay. So these two guys are attacking there. And he's attacking here. Okay. 18 is just going to move straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to move to there. That's where Sebastiani's going. This guy here is going to split up. 75. And they're going right here against these guys over here. So, times 2. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's just going to go right there. So we're going to have a shock there, an assault, say shock, assault there.